Are the judges ready? The affirmative team? Yep. All right, starting the timer with 5 minutes on the clock. Edmund Hillary was a brave New Zealand explorer and mountaineer who holds the title of the first man to climb and conquer the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Hillary once said it all comes down to motivation. If you really want to do something, you will work hard for it. I think he says it perfectly. If students truly want to go to college, they will work hard to make that happen. It's not difficult to get a job and pay for college, especially if you've been responsible in your younger years and have been saving up. Cutting tuition will only reduce motivation for college students and make college available for people who aren't willing to work for it. Good morning. My team, Elizabeth Perez and Jonah Morsbach, and I, Carly Haston, remain against the resolution the U.S. federal government should provide free tuition at public community colleges. First of all, the affirmative team argues that community college students have to drop out because of costs, but we have clearly shown that this is not adequate because this harm is insignificant. Because only 62%, or quote, only 62% of students who start a degree or certificate program finish their program within 6 years. Source PewResearch.com. Impact: almost half the people that start college don't finish, so free tuition will only make matters worse by taking away the motivation of cost. The affirmative team also says that student debt has doubled, but this reasoning is invalid because there are already programs to help students with financial aid. Quote, completing and submitting the FAFSA is free, and it gives you access to the largest source of financial aid for school. Source, USA.gov. Impact: programs are already in place to help college students with financial aid, so making a law is unnecessary. Finally, the affirmative team says that too many people drop out of college because of costs, but we have shown that states that offer free community college have even lower dropout rates than those that do not have free community college. The affirmative team has overreacted their harms immensely. Student debt does not affect that many people, as we have shown with our evidence that says that only 1 out of 5 students actually borrow money. This makes their harm insignificant. The affirmative team has said the status quo is causing dropouts and that their plan will fix this problem, but the negative team has shown that their plan will fail because their harms are caused by other things, such as personal issues that cause students to drop out of college, and cutting tuition will only reduce motivation for college students. On top of all of this, the affirmative argument is built on the idea that free tuition will solve the problem of lower enrollment rates, but their plan will not resolve that issue because it will only reduce motivation and make a degree close to worthless. The affirmative plan is also funded from taxes, but because college costs so much, taxes will skyrocket. Since the affirmative plan will fail, nothing good will come out of it. In fact, if the affirmative plan is passed, bad things will happen, such as taxes being raised, motivation being cut for students, and the value of a degree plummeting. The list goes on. In conclusion, I ask you to remember the value of an education. As I was researching for this debate round, I wanted to know exactly what valuable meant. And so I looked it up, and the first definition that popped up was from Oxford Languages, and it defined valuable as worth a great deal of money. Something valuable isn't just thrown around and handed out. It is worked hard for. It is earned. And higher education should not be given to someone who's not willing to work hard for it. I hope we can all agree that if college tuition is cut, that will only make college more and more worthless, and I hope we can all agree that college is far from worthless. I hope the judges can see that if the affirmative plan is passed, it will do nothing to increase education rates and will only significantly decrease the value of a college degree. Therefore, I, Carly Haston, and my partners, Elizabeth Perez and Jonah Morsbach, urge the judges to stand against the resolution. The U.S. federal government should provide free tuition at public community colleges. Please help us protect the honor that comes with attaining a degree. Thank y'all so much for your time.